Here with the one and only D.O.C. This is inspired by culture. I am. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Well, one, just so you even understand the format, it's not even really like a interview. I really just have conversations with people because I don't know the history, right? And the same thing like for anybody coming through our generation, it's interesting to me. I'm listening to like, I'm reading up on you and like studying stuff. Like, damn, where should I even start? Because there's so many different questions and different angles that you could talk to somebody about when they've been in the game for as long as you've been in the game. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So it just, I mean, we're looking at the Mike Tyson thing where they got into it about Tupac. So I'm just going to start there because it's like super relevant. And you know, like with Whack 100 and Mike Tyson getting into it over something that happened with Tupac. Like what? This is something that's always interesting. Tupac was like your friend?
Yeah.
Or like how would you describe y'all relationship?
Yeah, we was friends.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So when you look back on like how people respond to Tupac, where it's such a sensitive subject, like let's say you left right here, right now, right, and you just was down the street, and I'm talking to any of my homies, and I'm like, yo, yeah, Doc is such and such, such and such. They not gonna like go crazy on me. They just like, oh man, whatever, and let it go, or you know what I mean. But with Pac, it seems like everything around him is so sensitive because people hold him in such a grand light. Like, what's your take on stuff like that?
Well, all depending on who you ask, you might get the same question if you're talking about D.O.C. You know, a lot of cats that's been locked up and really got into knockdown dragouts behind that guy. You know, yeah, man. But Pac was look. If you really want to know the truth, do you want to know the truth?
Yeah, of course.
If you really want to know the truth, bro, if you weren't there, you can't really know, right? And I would never speak on another man's name because I'm not here to influence what anybody thought about anybody. The guy was my friend, and he was better friends with other guys, but he was a good guy. When I first came out, he was still with the underground, right? So,
What year was this?
89.
Okay,
89.
that's when you first came out
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So by the time he really found his legs, all the drama had already happened to me. So I wasn't sharing the same space with him.
Okay, like as far as musically.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it was really on Snoopy and the Dog Pound and those guys. You know, but he was really close friends with Breed, who was a really good friend of mine. It's like my brother to me.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time in Atlanta fucking up.
Yeah.
You know, we had a lot of fun in Atlanta. It was me, Pac, and Breed, and Scarface, and Richie Rich, and Too Short.
Okay.
It was just like a whole pack of dudes
Yeah.
in Atlanta in '95 when it first really started, blowing up, '94.
Oh, y'all were on top of the world then.
Oh, yeah.
In '95, everybody had already reached like a certain level of success.
It was fun, and those guys is really good guys, right? So I leave their legacies intact.
I could take that. I could take that. All right, so like, just to back up, before, all right, like, what was your, like, how did you actually get into doing music? Like, what was your entry point into doing music?
Yeah, it had to be a God thing, bro, because I wasn't really even,
Wasn't looking for it.
nah, it just kind of stumbled upon me. And people heard me and they was like, wow, and so.
When? Like high school, middle school? What?
Yeah, it was high school.
Okay.
I really didn't get in.
Rapping at the lunch table or no?
Yeah, that kind of shit.
Oh, okay. I was joking, but yeah.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
And this guys heard me, and one thing led to another. The DJ in Dallas knew Dre, and Dre and I did some music together.
Wait, this is like on the initial?
Yeah.
you freestyling at the lunch table, etc. Somebody in your school is a DJ.
No, the DJ was, well, he came around to schools and shit. He used to
Yeah.
DJ at the
Oh, you
radio
went from
station.
like just rapping at the lunch table to like taking it serious.
Yeah.
Like, what was the flip point for you to take it seriously though? Like, what was your inspiration?
That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just people liking it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? They're like,
So just kind of testing the waters.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then you're rapping, and then like what? You start recording in the studio or what?
So yeah, I was just saying that this DJ, he used to go around to all the high schools and stuff. He was a radio DJ.
Okay.
But he was from LA. He knew Dre.
Okay.
And he had heard about me, and when he saw me, he was like, we should start a group.
Yeah.
I said, okay. He said, I'm gonna call my friend down there to make some tracks for us.
Yeah.
That was Dre.
Really?
And so I went from basically the lunch table to making a song with Dre.
Yeah.
And Dre was like, wow, if you was in California, bro, you'd be rich.
Wait, but Dre was from California, so he was flying out?
Yeah, he flew out.
Yeah. But he was already on? Or no?
Well, they had made Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
At that time.
So they was kind of like.
They was
big.
percolating. Yeah, they was percolating. They had
Not like he wasn't like.
Yeah, they hadn't
brand,
turned
like,
into
right.
it. Yeah.
Okay, but like right before that moment.
Yeah, he had.
What was they touring or no?
No, he had music out, right?
Yeah.
And
so that's
Eazy was
like
doing
marketing.
shows. Yeah.
Okay.
So he had the World Class Wrecking Crew music out. They did Eazy's record, and Eazy was starting to really bubble.
Okay.
And so the DJ.
What did Eazy have out at that time?
Boys in the Hood, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
They had a couple of other tracks, but none of them as big as that one.
Yeah.
But that carried them a long way.
Yeah.
And so when dude came down, he was like, wow, you and this, if you was here, we'd be rich.
Yeah. Wait, let me ask you something. Did you know who he was?
Yeah.
Really? So he was like they were big in the South?
No.
No, but how did you know? Why did you know who he was?
Because he had records out. The World Class Wrecking Crew, Turn Out the Lights.
No, but I'm saying
and Dr.
like,
Dre. Dr. Dre. All those records was out.
Yeah.
So even though they weren't
big
super big, they were
like certain pockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Dre's production has always been head, just shoulders above everybody else.
Okay.
And from my perspective, even when he was doing world class wrecking crew stuff, his ear was better than everybody's. You know what I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And so when he said that, I was like, shit, let's go.
Yeah. So the DJ comes to y'all school and he's like, yo, all right, I wanna let's start a group. So
something like that.
So what group was that? It was you and who else?
It was me, this guy I grew up with in the projects, and a DJ, and it was called Feel It Fresh Crew.
Right.
And we made 2-3 records, and it was cool, but I hadn't developed yet, but you could see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dre was like, man. And so I took him up on it, and the rest is history.
But why, what made you come to, where did y'all go? Where was your base from there? You came to California?
Yeah.
Okay.
I left Texas.
Yeah.
And my teacher Holmes was trying to send me to the Army and shit. And I wasn't trying to do none of that.
Yeah.
So I escaped.
It was not happening.
No, I escaped. I escaped to the West Coast.
Yeah.
That was about 6 months after he said that.
Wait,
she was trying to do that.
Your mom wanted you to go to the Army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 86.
All right, so this is after all the Ali shit.
Yeah.
And she still didn't, it was no,
Come on, man. My mother's an old school mother from the South.
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, they into just doing it the way it's supposed.
Yeah,
You don't want to cause no trouble. You don't want to, just do what you do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, shh. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going nowhere to fight nobody for nobody. I'm not going to be able to do that shit.
Yeah. So then you come to California, and then what happens from there?
Well, I was up here about a week after I got here.
Yeah.
We made We Want Easy.
Okay.
Right? And after We Want Easy came out, shit, it was on after that. It was just it went pop. You know, that shit went everywhere.
That's the first record that you worked on?
That's the first one I worked on. That's the first single that Eazy had a video for. You know what I mean? It was the first time song that got huge radio play because it wasn't real dirty. It was dirty enough that they could accept it from Eric.
Yeah.
But it was clean enough you could play it on the radio.
So that would have been like equivalent to a writer their first time working on something, writing Big Pimpin' for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Right off the bat.
Oh yeah. Well, I was real good, bro. I was pretty fucking good. No question about it.
But all right, so but you weren't rapping, you were just writing.
Yeah.
So was it more so like when you were doing it, your delivery wasn't there, or like what was the separate? Because you could have chose, I don't know, like you could have said, nah, fuck this, I'm a star. You know what I'm saying? Like, but instead you decided to.
Yeah.
But obviously that's your shot in, right?
Right. And I'm gonna play my role. You know what I mean? Cause you know, I'm a team player first.
Yeah.
You know, I take a team to win.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play my role, do my job, and it worked out.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause between Cube and me and Ren, then you really had all you know,
Everything.
you had it. Yeah.
So y'all basically had like y'all were like the writing camp, basically.
Yeah.
You, Ren,
And
Cube.
Well, just me, Cube, and Ren. We did.
Oh, okay.
You know, and the other guys,
Was just around.
producers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then y'all do that, and how much, like, what was the because you just basically went from Dallas to here, and then this happens like this.
Yeah.
Right? So, because it's moving so fast, what was the arrangement? Like, how did y'all set that up? Because, I mean, you still, what, 19, 18?
19.
Yeah, so what was, like, the arrangement or agreement that y'all put in place? Or was it none? Or, like,
None,
what was that situation?
No agreements in place, bro. That's why the business got all messed up.
Yeah.
But you can't blame kids for not knowing,
Yeah.
you know, the business.
Yeah.
And it turned out like it could have been a whole different story if the young men would have been on their business, all of them, at that time. But Jerry was the only guy in that circle that really knew what was going on.
Paperwork.
Yeah. And Eazy was the only person that he really confided in.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're in LA, and then you're working on the records.
Yes.
Right?
And it was that fast, right? Like, yeah, I got here. Let's say fall '87. By summer '88, everybody's record is out. So over that 6-7 months,
Who's everybody though? Is
Eazy, Straight Outta Compton, and mine.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And,
okay.
and Michelle.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so over that 7-8 months, we did those 4 albums, and they was out, and all of them was, you know, my record didn't come out until August 1st, '88, but everybody else was already platinum before mine had even came out, and so in the first couple weeks, mine was gold, and on the way to platinum, and then August, September, October, November, 3 months later is when the wreck happened.
Yeah. How before we get there though, how normal was that, like, for people to go platinum? Because I remember, like, when I was growing up, like, oh, that was like almost the standard. Like, oh yeah, hot if you went platinum,
right?
Or you kind of hot if you went gold,
right?
Like now, but that's still 1 million units.
Yeah.
To sell 1 million of anything is crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how, like, was that a given for you? Like in your head, like how you internalize it? Like, oh yeah, you put an album out, you go platinum.
Well, yeah, cause that's where that happened.
Yeah.
Twice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I knew when mine came, we finna
deal.
Yeah, cause I was better than everybody. You gotta call it like you see it, man.
Yeah.
I was killing them.
Yeah. What's it?
That was probably part of the problem. Because I didn't mind telling everybody either, you know, especially when I get that all in me.
Yeah. That's so funny. So like with the other records, because this is in an 8-month period. So right, y'all got y'all camp. Like, how much are you writing on each project, or is everybody like what was the structure of that? Like, how did y'all?
Yeah, well, N.W.A.'s records, we all worked together.
Mm.
By the time you got to my record, it was just me and Dre.
Oh, okay. Why? That's just how you wanted it, or you
Yeah,
just wanted to?
yeah. I didn't give a fuck how you did it,
Yeah.
just as long as it get done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause we was rolling back then. Like everything we made was good, pretty much.
Yeah. And I find that interesting because like, um, culturally, everybody got their own sound, right? And during that time period, you couldn't sound like somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you are all from LA, you couldn't sound like Dre. Dre
Yeah.
couldn't sound like Eazy.
Yeah.
Eazy couldn't sound like Cube. So
Yeah.
if everybody is collaborating, it's just interesting to figure out like how, if you have the same writing camp, how do you choose who gets what, and how do you like put what with who to make sure that it has the right sound and it doesn't blend, but it's all coming from the same pans. You get what I'm
I
saying?
get it. It's because the best verse gets it. Whoever, doesn't matter who wrote it.
Yeah. So if you wrote something that's crazy, I could go in the booth, spit it. You could spit it. Eazy could spit it. Cube could spit it, and whoever had the better delivery on that specific verse.
No. Like we wrote for Easy's sake, right?
Okay.
So it was all about Eazy.
Oh, when it was time to work on his project.
Right.
Okay.
So the other guys wrote for themselves.
Got you.
But we all took turns writing for Eazy.
Okay.
So whoever had the best verse for that particular song that Eazy was doing,
Got you.
it would be his job. And everything was different because Cube and me and Ren all had different flavors.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it sounded like it's always three different cats
Yeah.
performing. And Eazy had that. He really had this quality about him that, like the it, they call it the it factor. He had that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just his personality, his demeanor, the way he carried himself. He was a star.
That's hard. That's hard. So then you get to your project, right? You put your project out. It goes platinum in how long?
It took about a couple years to go platinum.
Oh.
It only took 3 weeks to go, but I couldn't
Promote.
Yeah.
So from the time, you dropped your album when?
The album dropped August 1st, 1989.
And then what happens between that and your accident? Like, how do you, like, what accident were you in?
Yeah, I had a car accident November the 11th, 1989.
So your album dropped in when again?
August 1st.
August, and then you get in a car accident in November.
3 months later in November.
Wow.
On the 101.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in L.A.?
Yeah.
Going where?
Going home.
At night?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going home about 4 o'clock in the morning. From being out wilding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I was wilding.
Yeah.
And when my record came out and it really started doing well,
Yeah.
so quick, you know, and Funky Enough was #1 on the radio in California.
Yeah.
Up and down the whole coast.
The
I
album
was
was #1 for 2 weeks straight, right?
Yeah. So I was on one. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah.
Shit. I would walk into these clubs, and this one I had Suge with me. This one me and Suge first started hanging out. Yeah. And so
Y'all met during that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His brother, the guy he called his brother's name is L.A. Dre.
Okay.
Keyboard player.
Okay.
And so I knew L.A. Dre from Texas.
Yeah.
And I met Suge through L.A. Dre and just started hanging out with him. At 19, 20 years old, he was taking me to clubs and shit. I wasn't supposed to.
He was older?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And he had a California, he understood this shit. He knew where to go.
Yeah.
And I was in there, you know what I mean? And when I get that all in me, ain't no telling what I do.
Yeah.
Go slap some female on her ass or something while a nigga standing right there.
Yeah.
And then a nigga would jump in my face, and before I could get a word out, you know, ain't no telling what it was.
Yeah. That's when you built your persona. That's when the D.O.C. popped out, huh?
I didn't build it. I tell you what, it got built though.
Yeah.
Cause niggas do not fuck with that nigga right there. Don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
See that nigga over there? Don't fuck with that nigga over there.
Yeah. That is funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was way out of my element. Cause I'm from Texas, not California.
Yeah.
And I ain't, I'm far from a thug. Nigga, you know what I mean? I was a school guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I got out here and got introduced to, the life of the streets, yeah, I couldn't see what was really going on till it was too late.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or I would have knew better than to be riding around with. I can remember riding around in this little car that they rented for me.
What kind of car was it?
Oh, it was a Cadillac or something.
Yeah.
And I got in the car and it was a chrome 380 in the car. It wasn't mine. What the fuck is it? And I'm I don't know. I don't know where that thing came from. He's riding in the car, and I'm driving in the car, and so the average dude, the thinking person would have been like, damn, do I really want to be in all this space?
Yeah.
But, the record was doing so good. It was so much fun. I was like, it's all good.
Yeah.
Everything is all right. And it was, you know what I mean? Because really, as long as Suge was around, I wasn't in no danger.
Yeah.
But except from myself.
Yeah. Got you. So, but at this time, it's just y'all and him, y'all just hanging out. But you going to the club, your record is out. What was the first time like going to the club hearing your song? Like they playing you on the thing.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. L.A. They had real love, and they accepted me in.
Yeah.
And as far as they was
They think
concerned,
you was from. They thought you was from the West Coast.
yeah, everybody
Okay.
thought I was from L.A. at first.
Yeah.
And then because of the record, they thought I was Jamaican. But they found out I was just a nigga from Dallas, Texas. Yeah, LA they was cool, man. They all accepted me, and we was winning.
Yeah.
You know,
The record is going crazy here or everywhere. 'Cause you
Everywhere.
It's everywhere. So what your mom was saying?
she loved it. I always knew you was gonna make it. You know how they do.
Everybody switch up now.
Yeah.
I knew you was a star when I had you.
Yeah, but it was cool, man. And it blew up sort of all over at the same time on the East Coast and in the Midwest, in LA. It all happened like that, yeah.
Yeah. Did the money come in fast like that too? Like, okay, you put your album out, but I don't really know how people make money in music.
Yeah, it didn't come, because I didn't get to go out. You know what I mean? Most of the guys these days make their money when they go do shows, right? And so if your paperwork ain't right in the beginning, when you put that work out, then your money's going to be slow coming in. And it's going to be no money coming in if you're not able to go do no shows.
Okay. Oh, because the show money you get immediate.
That's right.
But then when you put an album out,
It'll take you about a year or so before that stuff even really
for album
starts.
sales for them all to recoup the money, and then you get your check on the back end, basically.
Well, yeah, for the residual income to start
Yeah.
turning itself around, depending on how your record sells and plays, that's when that money start, turning
Coming
itself
in.
around.
So how was you making money then?
I wasn't, I was just here.
Yeah.
I mean, but I was.
But I mean, y'all had expenses, so like.
Yeah, bro, I was here. I mean, I was staying in Dre's house.
Okay.
I was eating Dre's food. I was driving Dre's. What was that white car he had?
That BMW.
No, it was the Testarossa. Yeah, the Ferrari. I'm driving Dre's Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need shit. So ain't no need to.
But what about even like shopping and like just, I don't know, stuff, like life stuff?
If I needed money, I could get it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I tell somebody I need some money.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
they just
And
deliver it.
Yeah, they find it.
Really?
I mean, that's what happened when you start a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was putting in work, so if I needed it, we'd figure it out.
Yeah.
And Dre was big. when it comes to shit like that. You
Yeah.
know? And so, but like I said, I was eating good. I was.
Everything was already taken
Yeah,
care of,
yeah.
so it wasn't even like a thought, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course mine come too, because they got this.
But after that wreck, bro, and I'll be honest with you, it was a real, mentally, I was in a real foul place, right?
You mean before, like, after you got in the wreck,
Yeah,
or?
yeah.
Oh,
After
okay.
that wreck happened.
Oh, okay. Because you coming from the club, you, like, what happens with the car? Because I don't know that, I know that you was in an accident, but I don't know what accident.
Yeah, I'm coming home from fucking around.
The club?
Yeah,
Okay.
and or somewhere
Yeah, yeah.
with some brizzles, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I fell asleep in the car,
Mm.
you know. And after that happens, my voice is gone. My career, for all intents and
What
purposes, is
happened
over.
with the, like, what happened that made your voice go away?
Well, that's a whole nother story, bro. Like most people, there's a when you get in an accident like that, and they take you in, they do something that's called they trach you when they trying to put these tubes.
Yeah.
And so I had my voice after the wreck.
Oh, okay.
But when they was doing the deal,
to put the trachs in you.
yeah, they fucked my shit up.
Okay.
And I didn't find that out till, man, it was about almost 10, 15 years later when they started talking about stem cell surgery and that might can help you out. And I went and started looking into that kind of, then I found out that what happened.
Really? So the whole time you thought you messed up your throat because of the accident?
Right.
And that's not necessarily the case?
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
No. And what's crazy is my uncle would say, for years my uncle used to say, but you had your voice when I saw you.
Oh, when he talked to you in the hospital?
Right. But I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
I was gone.
But you kind of think like, hey, yeah, maybe, but probably not.
Right. But because when I woke up, I didn't have a voice. It was gone.
Oh, like completely?
Yeah, when I first came back to reality.
Yeah.
You know, it was about 3 days later, and my voice was gone. So I just considered or thought that what I did happened when I had to crash.
Yeah, got it. So then what takes place after this? Because, like, that's probably a lot to deal with on its own. Because if you go from, what you, 19?
Yeah, I was 21 when the wreck happened.
I was 21. All right, so you go from basically a dramatic move, right? A culture shift immediately. Then your first project that you work on goes crazy. Instant stardom, then instant stardom again. Then you on top of the world now. You the man of the show. I always told everybody I was the best.
Yeah. That's probably what I was doing too.
Yeah. And then immediately it's gone, like in no time.
Yeah,
then,
man.
Like what happens after this? Like what's your...
A lot of motherfucking pain. You know, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol. You know, just hard times. And even though I was still there enough to create and help move the movement forward.
Yeah.
I
was. You still at Dre's house, right?
Yeah, we were still together. But right before the wreck, me and Suge had started building this network where we was trying to make this record thing happen. And then after the wreck, we pulled Dre into that idea.
Okay.
You know, and start moving that thing forward with a guy named Dick Griffey.
Okay.
And so even though I was fucked up, I was still able to do my part to move things forward. But when I wasn't around all of this, and it was just me out here, ain't no telling what the hell I was doing.
Self-medicating.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
In a major way.
Yeah. I always think that's interesting because, like, especially in the black community, you don't really get taught how to deal with grievance. You don't really get taught how to deal with, like, mental health issues. Like, if you tell somebody, oh, I should go to counseling, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's real shit. That's real shit. Like, that's something that everybody should be up on because everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
Everybody deals with pain and loss and grief. And so having a better way to deal with it as a human being is something everybody could get into. You know what I mean? But you're right, in the black community, we don't talk about none of those things. You know, we just let the person figure it out.
Yeah, especially during that time, because this still, what, 94?
Yeah, no, that's I'm talking about 90, 91.
Yeah, that's super duper duper early. Like now, I hear the conversations now. Obviously, you know what I mean. Like people.
That's 20 years, 30 years later.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? 30 years later, because look, I put it to you like this. I say them N.W.A boys, but when we made that song, Fuck the Police, we was dead serious about that shit. Well, they was.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't from LA. I didn't know a lot about police brutality like that, but they was dead serious, right?
Yeah.
These police is out here, they don't give a damn about us. They jacking us up, they killing us, they woo-de-woo-de-woo. And here we are 30 years later, because everybody got these little devices now.
Right.
Now you can see it.
Right.
But it's still the same shit.
Right.
And if nobody does anything about it, because nobody's doing anything about it, nobody's holding these policemen accountable. They're not even investigating the shit so that it would make sense to know whether or not what this person's mental state is that's going out and policing these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you see all these folks with these the police with the gang symbols they be throwing up and shit, like, then you have to realize that what N.W.A was talking about 30 years ago was real life shit.
Yeah.
And it's going on today, and still nobody's really looking off into that type of thing, you know.
Sure.
And it exists.
Yeah.
So until they start trying to look into that aspect, then it's gonna, because there's some great police out there.
Yeah.
But until you start getting them bad apples out that bunch, you're never gonna really have trust between the people and the police. Yeah.
So, when you're dealing with this thing on one side, and then is the music what was keeping you focused?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I put everything I had into the dog. You know.
Snoop.
Yeah. The dog was a charismatic young, good-looking young man.
Yeah. But wait, when did he come in the picture? Because you was with N.W.A, and then you, Dre, and Suge, y'all split from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Snoop was the next day. You know what I mean?
Really?
So we started building this label. And
how was he the next day? Who brought him in?
Warren G.
Oh, okay.
Dre's brother.
Okay.
So they'd always been around.
Oh, Snoop been coming around.
Well, I don't know if he was coming around, but he's been around.
Already was there.
Yeah, because Warren G was always around.
Yeah.
Bringing tapes and shit.
Oh.
Listen to my dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And
y'all probably threw him away.
Right.
Endless
I don't
Snoop tapes,
know.
unreleased shit, and
Right.
garbage somewhere.
Right. I don't know if Drake threw him away or just never. I listened to him later.
He threw him away.
But one particular evening, at a party or something, they put on something that Warren G did.
Yeah.
That was Snoop, and it rocked the party.
Okay.
And Dre was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And Warren was like, "That's Snoop." Dre was like, "That's Snoop."
Yeah.
So we brought him around, took him to the Death Row Studios, and
Wait, but when was Death Row formed within this? Because you, Dre, and Suge split from N.W.A, and then when do y'all actually form Death Row officially?
Well, we started working with this guy named Dick Griffey.
Okay.
And we put together a thing called Future Shock.
Yeah.
That was Dre's idea. He liked that name. He wanted that label.
Yeah.
And so we started with that.
Yeah. Yo, is that the shit in the movies where he had on the shiny coat or no?
No, that's World Class Wrecking Crew.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And so we worked under that name for about 2 or 3 months. And there was a guy that came in named Harry O.
Yeah, yeah.
And somewhere around that time, things started to change around, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And after that, I wasn't really, I wasn't as in touch as I should have been with what was going on in a
okay.
business sense.
Yeah.
I just kept my mind focused on getting Snoopy to the point he needed to be.
Yeah. As
And
far as music.
yeah, man. So it could be great shit, but but it was a great time. You know, Snoop was a great friend and artist,
Yeah.
and he soaked all of that shit up, and you could tell because he turned into one of the greats.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everything around y'all is like literally Mount Rushmore hip hop. You know what I mean? Like that. I always am like floored by that because sometimes you could do something and you don't realize what you're doing in real time, and then 20, 30 years from now, like half of this, I'm born in 1990.
I
Right?
get
So
it.
you talking about, I'm talking to you about stuff
That
that
you was
I had
just
to
born.
like. Yeah, like I wasn't even there. I'm like, yo, what did they do?
You were just getting
What
born.
clubs did they go to? How much money did they make? What album was it? You know what I mean? Like that's like, what's your take on some of that? Sometimes, like, do you ever look at it from that perspective or no?
Man, it was so much money. It was enough money for everybody.
Yeah.
But you know that
So
human
at this
nature.
time, it's you. I mean, as far as founders of Death Row, it's you, Dre, Suge, and
Griffey.
Oh, Dick Griffey.
Dick Griffey and then Harry O.
Okay.
And then after Harry O, it was Jimmy Iovine.
Okay.
And after Iovine, it was out of there.
Oh.
You know. And it was just great music, man.
Yeah.
You know. And Dre was the key.
Yeah.
Always has been the key. Which is why Eazy, it was such a mistake for him not to do the right thing, man.
Yeah.
Like, wow, how could you do that? Well, the first mistake was to let Cube go. How could you do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you let Dre go. That's like, man, what the hell are you thinking? But he was already rich.
Yeah.
And maybe he thought, all I need, I got what I need, me.
Yeah.
And I can continue my thing.
Yeah.
But
so at this time, like when y'all are working on, what's the first project y'all worked on with Death Row? Because y'all formed Death Row, and then what was your mindset? Because this what, you 22 now?
Yeah, 21, 22.
Fucking baby.
Yeah, it's just my job is just to help the songs get built. I'm a songwriter, right?
Yeah.
That's what I take stock in. And so my job is to help these guys make great songs.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Chronic,
Yeah.
a lot of that work is mine. You know, you could, if you were there, you would know. But it's just me and Snoopy, for the most part, passing shit back and forth, right?
Yeah.
You know, and then you have Rage and RBX,
Yeah.
and Corrupt Kingpin and Daz.
Yeah.
And those guys rounded everything off. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, and G Wells, right? You know, and that was the clique right there. We was in that studio every day. Didn't nobody have no money.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have no money. And
You ain't had no money.
Snoop
Nobody had no money. I ain't had no money. Nobody had money.
And I don't know. Suge might have had a lot of money.
Yeah.
And Dre might have had some money.
Yeah.
You know, and we all the everybody else's, we had twos and fews.
Yeah.
But it was enough to keep us going because we knew the music was the shit. We knew that when this shit hit the street, it's gonna be, and so.
Well, I wonder what was the thought process or the thinking at this time, right? Because I see it even now sometimes. Like, let's say you got a homie that's on, right? Or a common example that I see this, like, I'll see one of my friends, maybe they go to the NFL, right? And I'm talking about somebody that might be younger than me. Their friends around them will go, oh, he on, we lit, I'm on.
Right.
But that's not your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not your money. So, like, what was your thought process at this time? Because, like, this is me in retrospect looking at stuff that I saw happen, right? Now that I'm experienced. So for you, I'm sure it's like, oh, now I get it. Like, what was your thought process then versus, like, what it is now in that type of situation? Did you just think that somebody was just gonna walk in with $1 million and give it to you, or
No, like I said, like I was dealing with a lot of self medication back then.
Okay.
So I couldn't think straight.
Yeah.
And
And all of this.
I don't know if you
still
know
new.
anything about drugs. But whenever you doing that kind of shit, you're not in your right frame of mind. So if a motherfucker's around you and that dude's doing dope, then he's not thinking straight.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna make the right choice, no matter what you give him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's gonna do the thing that gets him quicker to the fun part.
Yeah.
And the fun part is, let's get out of here. Let me go get some whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that could have been any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know. And so I let a lot slip through my fingers because I was dealing with a lot of strife and grief and pain. And even though they was going up and everything is going up, I still can't get out of my own head. Yeah.
Because I'm sure you must have saw a vision for what you wanted your own picture to be, right? Like, I mean, you were making songs, you charted, right? And then I'm sure you had a vision like, oh, I'm gonna be on stage. Or what was your vision that you had for yourself at that time? Like prior to the rec and post rec. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like you're dealing with two different battles.
Yeah, I wanted to be the greatest of all times.
Artist.
You know, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be the greatest MC of all times. That was my vision. That was my goal. I didn't understand business. I didn't understand any of that other stuff. And so my focus was on the art.
Yeah.
And that was the first mistake.
Got
You know what I mean? Because it's show business.
Yeah.
And if you don't have business or have somebody in your corner that you can trust, then it's only a matter of time before they get you.
Yeah.
Because it's the nature of the beast, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you let them, they're going to do it to you. I wouldn't fuck who it was.
Yeah. That makes sense. So the first project you work on is Snoop's project.
The first person that we work on is the Chronic.
Yeah.
And the Death Row Days.
Oh, the Chronic. Okay. Yeah, Death Row Days I'm talking about.
Right. Death Chronic, and then Doggy Dog's record. And then, Deep Cover first, right?
Stop shooting, so go ahead and see if you can knock out 5 minutes real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, Deep Cover was the first joint. And then the Chronic record came.
Yeah.
And then Doggy Style and the Dog Pound. You know, by the time the Dog Pound that came, things had started getting uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
So I went to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And so that's where me and Brig really hooked up and started kicking it. And Too Short was down there, and all those other guys was there. So I stayed there for about 2-3 years. And then me and Dre ended up.
So you left LA?
Yeah, it wasn't working for me.
Yeah. Wait, so when did Pac come in the picture?
Pac came after I left.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, Pac was doing Pac.
Yeah.
At that time, and he hadn't gotten into trouble yet. You know, he was wilding out.
Yeah.
But they had locked him up. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until he got locked up
that everything flipped from that Pac to the other Pac.
Yeah, man.
Got you. So when you went to Atlanta, then what?
Shit. Atlanta was dope.
So it turned into Atlanta.
Yeah, man. Atlanta's a beautiful city for black folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good black folks down there, and good people, and they ride with each other down there. And so it was cool for me. Like, I went from being up under Dre to being in the house with Breed.
Yeah.
And I got contacted by a label called Giant. They asked me if I wanted to do a record. I told them, hell yeah.
Oh, of course. I know they trying to get us out of here, so I want to make sure I bring you your gift.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. And see it, look at his hand. Yeah. Ain't that something? Yeah. It took 30 years. It took 30 years for me to get some acknowledgement, but there you go.
There you have it. Yeah.
One of the double OGs of this shit right here.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm aware with pride, you know what I mean? Because I did do my share.
Yeah.
And, you know, I appreciate you very much for
Oh,
it.
for sure. For sure. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I mean,
Death Row. What a brother know.
Death Row,
We need to take a picture with our front
yeah,
Oh, you take
of
some
course.
pictures, you can't film right now.
I mean,
it's all good.
you know, what you guys were able to accomplish at such a early age and just so rapid. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that stands out to me so crazy is like, yo, y'all were children. Like you know, sometimes you think, yeah, I'm 20 something. I'm so grown. No, you're not.
Right.
You're a baby.
Right,
Like,
you don't know shit.
yeah.
You don't know anything, right?
Yeah.
And it's a big ass world, and there are people laying in wait
Yeah.
for you to make that mistake.
Yeah.
Especially in shit, probably in your world, in the football
Oh,
world.
of
And
course.
I'm sure as many agents done played the game
Yeah.
the same way these motherfuckers play the game in music.
Absolutely.
Right? So, like I said, to me, it's a God thing, bro. It's not a D.O.C thing, because I could have easily been gone. Matter of fact, I should not be here. I should have killed myself in the car. And then fucking around with Suge and all these other niggas in places I know I ain't have no motherfucking business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's always the one that ain't got no business being there that get killed.
Yeah, that's true.
That could have easily been, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not looking for it. They
Yeah,
know it's coming.
That's another thing. Okay, let me just add one more thing, because I wanted to get your take on like Nipsey Hussle's movement, because like you know you were involved in Death Row, and like Pac passed, right? That's a gigantic loss in terms of you never stop hearing it. It doesn't matter, like it's constantly in your face.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we were talking about with dealing with grievances, you're not really taught how to deal with grievances. So one, I want to know like, what's your thoughts on how you guys dealt with Pac passing, right? And then how that relates to like what just recently happened with Nipsey.
That should go to show you, bro. Still haven't learned the lesson yet. And when I say we, I mean we.
Yeah.
Still haven't learned the lesson yet, bro. Like over something that's really worthless. You know what I mean? What you just gave me is worth something. The piece of paper that them niggas just throwing around and throwing all up in there, that shit ain't worth nothing. And you can, and the ego and the jealousy and the envy of each other.
Yeah.
That's a deadly motherfucking component we can never overcome where we at unless we figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Like it's enough for us all to win, bro. Why can't everybody win? It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's my understanding. Like, I'm glad that Doggy Dog is everywhere he's supposed to be, and matter of fact that everybody connected to that movement is in a place that they can win. I would hope, you know what I mean? And my guy's a billionaire. I'm happy with that. So if I could give one lesson to the youngsters, because they haven't got it, like you just said, what happened to Nipsey, and then the other guys that don't know how to be respectful of his passing and saying goofy shit, it's because we don't understand we all we got. I mean, you go get this paper that they're giving you, but 10 years from now it's coming.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna be the same goofball you are right now with that dumb shit.
Yeah.
But you might be done ran through the motherfucking bread because you don't know. You know what I mean about it. So we gotta do better by being one love between us.
Yeah.
I think that's the key.
For sure. I definitely appreciate you being here. I'm glad we got to do this.
Well, thank you, Ice. I appreciate the gift, man.
For sure.
It's the first thing I got from Death Row.
Oh yeah. It was the one and only D.O.C. This is inspired by culture.